Hi, everyone. So excited to have you here for today's conversation with the incredible Coylette James. Hi, Coylette.
Hi, how are you? I am so blessed and so happy to be here with you this morning.
I'm so excited because today we'll be talking about the power of your brilliance, how to embrace your unique self and create actually more self-worth and how others perceive you. And I know so many ladies are struggling with self-worth and how we perceive ourselves as a powerful, empowering, and inspiring women. And of course, Coylette James is a speaker. She's an inspirational
Powerful,
speaker,
empowering, and
also
inspiring.
a speaker at the Women Thrive Summit. She's also an author and prophetic encourager, as she calls it herself. Koila, I'm excited to have this conversation with you today.
Thank you so much. It is such a blessing to be here with you this morning. I'm so excited about you showing up with your brilliance and the power that you possess to just light up a room or a stage or whatever when you show up. You are the epitome of unleashing the power of your brilliance. You really are.
It's so true. When we show up, we can light up the world. And this is what we have been doing, gearing up for the incredible Women Thrive Summit, but also empowering and encouraging others in the way we show up. So, can we have a little introduction of who Coylette is for those who may not know you yet?
I am me and unapologetically me. um, you asked me some time ago, like, what is my accomplishments, my major things in life. And it is to survive for 65 years and to be in the skin that I am and the place that I am in my life, that I am so happy to be me. We struggle so much when we are emulating and imitating other people and always have to wear a mask. But God has blessed me to be able to encourage others, to allow others to tap in and face who they are and embrace their uniqueness. So my current assignment on this planet right now is helping others to embrace really who they are, so that when people see them, they see their authentic self. They see the transparency, and they invite that in. When you are who you are and you have that core value of wanting to help other people, then that shows up when you show up. So when you were reading the little introduction, I have said that I was a prophetic encourager because God has just blessed me to be able to encourage other people as they go through their struggles and what have you. And He'll just download little tidbits to me, which is where the prophetic part comes in, to be able to speak into their lives and to encourage them to live up to their full potential and handle all of the things that come with their assignments in life, because we were all created on purpose, in purpose. And so here we are. That
Oh wow, you have a powerful mission. And I know you're an author and you do a lot of speaking, and I just love following your lives every day. So I know this is a big mission that you have to empower others. So let's talk about those who might be struggling right now, seeing themselves as unique. You
Mhm,
know, because a lot of the times we compare ourselves to other people. We're
mhm,
wondering, are we good enough? So many people are struggling with self-worth that actually holds them back in truly and authentically showing up as themselves.
yeah.
So what are the words of wisdom you can share with someone who actually going through those internal struggles that manifesting into external world?
Do you know what the first thing I would say is let go? Let go of the things that you're struggling with within, and most of the time it's tied to trauma and things that have happened in our past, things that may have happened to us, things that may have happened around us, and it causes us to find ourselves in this little tiny box, and it's a shell, and we're afraid to show up as who we are. Maybe when you were a child, you were always told to sit down and shut up. So you lost your voice. You learned not to speak. Maybe you were abused in a relationship. And so you walk on eggshells because you never know if someone around you is going to erupt. We go through so many different kinds of trauma in life. We internalize things that have been done to us, things that have been said to us, and things that have been said about us. And so, my first word of wisdom is let it go. Let it go. Your past will help to shape and to mold you, because you will gain strength when you realize you made it through those things, but your past is not there to define you. You were defined at creation. You were defined when God said, I am creating Ramonda for the specific purpose of encouraging the lives of women, of giving women back their voice. And you had to I'm using you as an example, you had to walk through losing your voice to be able to encourage others to speak out. So this is why I'm saying, I mean, I've walked through my own share of things in life, traumas and different situations, and things were said about me, things were said to me, but I had to get to that place of letting all those things go, letting the bitterness that came with it go, letting the unforgiveness that some people, things that they did to me, I had to let that go, to say, you know what, God, I'm not trash. I'm not a mistake. I'm not an accident. I'm here on purpose. And so, since I'm here on purpose, let me walk in my purpose. But I can't do that until I allow my heart to heal. And the only way my heart can heal is let go of all of that stuff from the past. So now they're distant memories. It happened. But okay, so that was then. I'm here now, and I'm looking into the future to leave a living legacy for future generations. To say, listen, come on. Yes, yes, that happened. Yes, that happened. Okay, I'm not denying the pain that those things cause, but it happened. It's not happening. Let it go.
Let it go. It sounds so simple, but a lot of people live in
It's
that.
not.
It's not, as you say, it's just that healing, acceptance, allowing yourself to go through that pain and seeing yourself for where you are now. Because whatever you have gone through, you have a bigger mission to move forward and use whatever pain that you've been through as a catalyst to inspire you to move forward. Right?
Exactly, exactly. And that's part of the letting go. When you realize, okay, I'm still here. They couldn't take me out. They tried, okay, but they couldn't take me out. And once you realize that light, that it may be just a little flicker, when you're coming into that realization, I'm still here. But the more you understand, I'm strong because I made it, that light will start to just illuminate to this bright brilliance, and you will show up as who you are. And as I said, unapologetic. It's just like, this is me. This is me. It is so funny. Some people, it's like when you walk into the room, and I know we've all encountered these people, they walk into the room and they're just so bubbly, and good morning, and how are you, and have a phenomenal day. And if you're still in your mess or in your box, you're going, what is wrong with this person? Nobody can be happy all the time. What is wrong? But it's because, and here's the pudding in the middle of it. Sometimes they're walking through their own trauma right then, but they choose to spread joy. They choose to be happy. So letting go, no, it's not easy, but it's a choice. I choose to show up with a smile on my face. I may be crying on the inside, but I don't want to reflect that on you, because I know I can get into my secret place, let the tears flow, shake it off, and like, okay, Lord, here we go, and walk back out that door. And when I walk back out that door, hey, what's up? But it's a choice. It's a choice. You have to choose it. And that's the only way healing can happen. You have to choose to be healed. I don't want to carry this burden anymore. I don't want to be sad anymore. I don't want to be afraid anymore. So I choose to let it go.
Wow. Wow. This is so healing. And just, we've been here on this live for 10 minutes, and I already feel the healing, the sadness, that women go through lifting.
Yeah.
because those words of encouragement, and we can do it to ourselves on a daily basis to say, I know where you've been.
Mhm.
I know the trauma you have been through, but you are here. You're a survivor. You don't need to live in the victim mindset or in that place that hurts you,
Mhm.
so you can let go. And
Mhm.
my God, Coylette, that's why I love having these conversations, because it's like a download that comes on you and you just work with this beautiful energy.
Amen. Amen. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I haven't always been here. So it's like,
Yeah, I know you've
it's
been through your own
wonderful.
challenges. Share some, it's just so women can understand where you come from, because, they might be thinking, well, it's easy for you to say, showing up so brightly now, powerfully. You're an author, you're a speaker, you work in business, but life hasn't always been like this for you.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I was given away at birth. Okay, so I came here. I this is something I hadn't shared before. I was actually born with a nervous condition, and I believe that that was the cause. The cause of it was the trauma that my mother went through. So I've known trauma since the womb, seriously since the womb, and then I was blessed to be adopted into this phenomenal family with a father that I absolutely adored. And then he died when I was 7. So it was like, oh my God, because my father was my world. I was a daddy's baby. And so part of me at 7 years old shut down. And it's funny, I tell people, I don't remember being a child after 7. Up to 7, I remember fun times and playing with my dolls and doing all of that. But after 7, part of me shut down because I made an inward vow. And hear me, ladies, you can make inner vows and not even realize that you've done it, and it will change how people see you and how you show up. I made an inward vow that said, no one will ever take my father's place. No one. And guess what? I shut my mother out because no one was going to take his place. And so my mother was not that huggy, touchy feely kind of person, because she'd had lived through her own trauma. Okay, I never doubted that she loved me, but it was not something that was spoken, and there wasn't the hugs and kisses, and she was a very stern disciplinarian, so it was like, okay, that was another layer. And then at 14, here I am giving birth to a child, and it's just like, okay. And
Wow.
it didn't stop there. 8 days after I turned 16, I gave birth to my second child. So you can only imagine the things that were said to me and about me.
Mm.
And those things made me very bitter, because I, at 14 and 15 years old, made another inner vow that says, I don't care what anybody thinks about me. And that turned my heart hard, turned me cold, because now I've got this defense mechanism up. And so, well, people don't care what they say to me. So why should I care what I say to people? Why should I care how I treat other people? You see, though, they're just different things that we walk through in life causes us to react to situations, okay, and sets up triggers in us.
Mhm.
So that led to drugs in my 20s. It was just like I said, it's like there's been an absolute journey to get to where I am, and to say I am above grateful to still be here in the land of the living at 65 with everything that I've been through. Guns pulled in my face and just didn't go off, and just different things. But God, thank you, Lord. There was a place where I had to come to where it was like, you know what, this is not who I am. Who I really am is a very loving and caring person. I care about others. I care if you're okay. But because that cold, callous heart had formed, that I wasn't being who I was. I wasn't living my own uniqueness. I was living what I had developed me to be as a defense mechanism. So I had to remove all of those layers. I had to come face to face with the ugliness of who I was at that point and say, this is not who I want to be. This is who
Mm,
I am. You know, we know at our core who we are. We really do. We may not let anybody else know, but we know inside. We know
mm,
inside. And so women, a lot of times, because of that survivalist mentality, will become very jaded, become very hardened. Somebody betrayed you, somebody disappointed you, and that caused you to think that the vulnerability that you all have, just as being a woman, that loving, nurturing nature that you have, you think that no, that's a weakness. That's not my strength. That's a weakness. When in actuality, it really is your strength because you care. And because you care, you have to care for you first.
yeah.
So if you can care for you and love you, then you can care for others. So it's like there's been definite pitfalls and obstacles and what have you to get to where I am today. But I'm grateful to be here because now I actually can show up unapologetically me. So
Amen. And I honor you sharing the story, showing up authentically, and, honestly, sharing the story because then women can reflect on this and say, look, you're not alone.
yeah.
You're not alone in your challenges. If you were able to go through all of that and find a place in your heart to forgive yourself, to let go of the pain and trauma. And
Mhm.
now, we've known each other for a few months now, leading up to the summit, and you're the most compassionate, kind, just a beautiful soul, nurturing the way you show up. You show up unapologetically from within. And that's what really inspired me when we had our first conversation about you, because you were able to be vulnerable.
Mm.
No matter how much life has hardened you
Yeah.
and how much you've gone through, now you have learned to come out on the other side, heal those wounds, and actually embrace your brilliance, embrace your femininity and the
Mhm.
love that you have within. And when you shine, people just fall in love with who you are. I have. I don't know about you guys watching if you feel inspired, but I fell in love with your energy.
Aw, I'm grateful. I am grateful for the Lord surrounding me with kindred spirits. And that's how I see you, because your passion is to help others, and I just believe that when we surround ourselves with like spirits, it helps to propel us into other arenas and different places. The women that you have assembled for this summit, this is my first time being involved in the summit. I haven't watched the other ones, but I absolutely know beyond a shadow of a doubt this one is going to be transformational for the women, because the people that are going to pour into them are women such as myself that are themselves, that have walked through the traumas of life, and that has made them want to help others. It has made them want to pour into the lives of others. And that's what's so powerful about what the ladies will receive at the summit. It's like, it's just, so refreshing to meet women from all parts of the world whose main passion is to see other women excel. That's incredible to me. That is really, really incredible to me. And so that's what you've assembled here is women that are passionate about seeing other women excel. And hey, sky's the limit when you can surround yourself with those kind of people. Definitely, there is no limit. I take that back. The sky is not the limit. There is no limit to what you can do.
No, and I really believe it starts with just the conversation that we have had today, believing in yourself, embracing yourself truly and honestly, and showing up as yourself. And this is where the impact begins.
Mhm.
And when we look at, the ladies on this global empowerment event, they all have been through their challenges.
Mhm.
They've been through that healing process. So now they can take the steps to empower somebody else.
Mhm.
Because it really takes that process for you to go inwards in order to then shine and be
Exactly.
who you are. So
Exactly.
I'm excited. So for those of you who may have not saved your spot for the Women Thrive Summit, what I would love for you to do is go over to womenthrivesummit.com, register your seat for this upcoming event. We have 30 amazing speakers, authors, experts, international speakers at this event, women who have been through probably the very same things that you might be going through right now or have been through before. They've learned the process of that healing, and now they're here to empower you through mindset, through workshops, through their missions and what they're doing. Anything from visibility, mindset, finances, marketing, things that will help you transform your life. And
Absolutely.
you've heard story of Coylette today, and I'm sure you will be so inspired by other women on this journey as well.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I started a women's group a couple of years ago. It's called Warrior Women of Color. And from the on-site, when people heard the name, they thought it was women of color, just of Black women, right? And when you see the illustration of my women, you'll see a Hispanic, you'll see a Caucasian, you'll see an Asian, you'll see a Native American, and you'll see a sister. But we make up the colors. All of us collectively, we are all warrior women of color. God has given us different hues that we grew up in, but we are warrior women. And so when we connect, when we bond with one another, then there's nothing is impossible to us. It really, really isn't, because of that sisterhood. You said about being vulnerable. Our vulnerability is not a weakness, it's a strength, because it helps us to see others. It helps us to see what's going on in someone else's life. If we don't allow ourselves to be vulnerable and realize that, okay, I may be having a moment, but I'm okay, okay, then we won't appreciate when somebody else may be having a moment, but they're going to be okay. It helps you to help others see the potential that's in them. And that's what this world is all about. We are not here just for ourselves.
No.
We're not. We're put on this planet to be an answer to someone else's problem, to their situation, and to their prayers. And so we got to show up as who we are so that we can bless them.
Beautiful. Oh, thank you, Coylette. Today has been heartwarming. I hope for all of you watching this today, this has been inspirational for you to hear. Please meet Coylette across her social media channels, connect with her, and attend the summit, because I know you will love the talk that Coylette has got prepared for you.
Absolutely. You got to be there. You got
How
to
do
be there.
the ladies connect with you if they wanted to follow you across social media?
Coylette James on everything. Okay. Facebook, I'm Elder Coylette James. LinkedIn, I'm Dr. Coylette James. IG, I think I'm Elder Coylette James there, and then I have the Warrior Women of Color page there as well. So I'm just me. I'm Coylette James. Wherever you look, that's where you will find me.
Well, thank you all for watching today. If you would like, leave a comment below. Let us know if this inspired you. Share this video as well. If you know someone who might be struggling with the same things that we talked about, we all have been through trauma. We have all been through, the stages of growth and pain and realization who we are, that we're a gift in this world, and you have that brilliance within you. And that is the message from Coylette today, to be empowered to walk in your power, in your truth, and shine your brilliance, should we say?
Exactly. It will shine. Brilliance starts from within, and it can't help but illuminate without. It's like, you see a candle is in this little this globe, but the light from that candle just lights up the world. It lights up the whole room. And that's who you are. You are that one to step into your brilliance and just light up the world.
Yeah, and that light you can light up another light.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
that spreads. All right, well, that's all. Thank you so much for watching this today. Leave a comment below. Make sure you keep following us for more amazing interviews with our speakers for the Women Thrive Summit, and register your spot at thewomentthrivesummit.com. We look
There.
forward to
Need to be there.
Thank you all so much. Have a good rest of your day, and we look forward to seeing you at the summit. Take care for now. Bye.
Bye.